Storytime had the most dirtiest college roommate ever. By the way, we're calling her Jessie. So I moved in before Jessie and I get settled and decorate. The next day, she comes and throws her bag on the bed, then leaves. I thought it was weird because she didn't even say anything to me. Couple hours later, she comes back and I'm like, hello? And she's like, my bad, and comes give me a hug. She smelled very bad. She starts unpacking all of her clothes and blankets, but they smelled like mildew. Anyways, a week later, there's this party going on for freshmen, and she goes, but I stay in because I had a migraine. I told her that when she comes back, can she keep the light off? Now it's 2 a.m., and she comes back in very loud, uses the bathroom, then goes to sleep. And now I'm up, so I got up to use the bathroom too. When I sit down on the toilet, I feel something very squishy. It was dark because, like I said, I had a migraine. I get up, turn the light on, and I was sitting in her shit. Here's another toxic best friend story time. When I was in middle school, my Instagram page started to grow, and it was only because I used to post a lot of dance videos. My toxic best friend at the time, which we're calling Emily, noticed my page was starting to grow, and she had my Instagram page on her phone, and same thing with her. I had her Instagram page on my phone, but I would never go through her page. When it came to my page, she would notice that I would get a lot of DMs from random guys, sugar daddies, that type of thing, those men that would pay you for your services, if you know what I mean. And this one day, she actually responded back to one of them, and I had no clue until later that day. She was sending naked pictures back, not of me, but random stuff she found on the internet, and one of the dudes she was actually talking to wanted to meet up. And guys, she gave him my address. By the time I checked my phone, they had a whole plan to link up. There's more to the story, like for part 2. Part 2 of my toxic best friend story time. So after I saw that she gave this strange man my address instead of to meet with him, I immediately wrote, "Hi, I'm a catfish," and blocked him. I changed my password so she couldn't get into my Instagram account anymore. And guys, I was so upset that I ran to her house. And usually it takes me 10 minutes to walk to her house, but that day it only took me 3. I banged so hard on her door, her mom answered and came out and said, "Why are you banging on my door so hard?" I said I apologized for banging so hard and that if I could ask to speak to Emily. She tells me she's at her grandma's house, which was only 2 blocks away. So I went to her grandma's house, and this time I knocked, she answered. I immediately yelled, "Why the hell would you use my page to tell this man where I live?" She tried to gaslight me, which at the time I didn't know that's what it was. She was basically trying to tell me it wasn't a big deal and that she was going to split half the money with me. I laughed and dragged her down the stairs. There's more to the story, so sorry guys. Like for part 3 of my toxic best friend. So after I met up with Emily to confront her about giving this man my address, she tries to act as though it's not that serious. So after I dragged her down the stairs, and from there we started to get into it. I guess her grandma heard everything from inside because she came running outside to stop it. Once she breaks it up, she asks, "Why are you two fighting?" And that's not what sisters are supposed to do. Emily says,